So getting comfortable in interview, you have to give mock test if you are really nervous during the interviews. You
Mhm.
can take help of your friends, or there are some platforms as well where you can just give your mock interviews. So this is the first part, right? Second thing, what I followed actually, let's say you are targeting Amazon, right? But you are not that much confident. You can maybe
Mhm.
start with some other companies for which if you are getting a denial, then you are not worried about
Mhm.
it. So start giving that interviews because this is actually a live practice,
Mhm.
right? And if
Yeah.
you get opportunity, then definitely you can join that if the opportunity given is good, right? Next thing is, say you have to be cool during the interviews, right? If you are nervous, then really high chances that you will step into the wrong direction. And if you started in the wrong direction in initial 10 or 15 minutes, then there are 90% chance that you will get rejection because that
Yeah.
round definitely not going to happen well. So take time. If you're getting nervous, take time, have a glass of water with you. So this is that I think you need to do. Otherwise,
Yeah.
basically, if you are not comfortable in interview scenarios, mock interviews are helpful, right? You have to do a timed practice in
Mhm.
that case if you are just getting
Yeah.
nervous because of a time, right? And if the communication skill is a barrier, so I think basic English is not that much hard to speak. You can try practicing it with your friends. That should be helpful.
Yeah. No, that's really good because I actually made a video on like giving some tips for interviews, and one thing I mentioned, which like helped me in a lot of my interviews as well, was watching mock interviews online. Like I personally didn't like do like simulated mock interviews myself, but I watched like other people on YouTube. So like when I would be eating lunch, I would just like pull up a interview online. So that's also definitely helped me as well.
Yes, this is actually a good
Yeah.
advice. Actually, you'll get motivation plus some experience, right?
Yeah.
How the interviews are going these days. So this is a
Yeah.
good market.
What is your advice for people who are struggling to actually get those interviews? Like, how do they make sure they get noticed? Like, what is your advice for, say, like high school or college students? Like, they want to get into tech, but they can't even like get selected for the interviews. So, what is your advice for those people?
Sure. So I think these people need to have a complete LinkedIn profile first, right? Because in my
Mm-hmm.
case, LinkedIn was really helpful. I didn't use any other app for this. So make your LinkedIn profile, make it complete, mention complete details. Now, the next step. Say at the college time you are doing some projects, right? You are doing some back end, front end, making some websites. Then start posting it on LinkedIn. This will definitely attract recruiters, right? The next thing, let's say you are having a aim to have a job in next 2 months, 3 months, right? So start
Mm-hmm.
approaching recruiters from your side. This is the one thing. Start making connections. If they accept the connections, send
Yeah.
please send them messages. Let's say you are targeting a particular job. So one mistake that generally most of candidates do, right? They send you a message, right? Hi, sir, if your company is hiring for this role, then please refer me. So this
Mm-hmm.
message has two incomplete informations. The first one is the job ID, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why the other one, other
Yeah.
people will be searching a job ID for you, looking at your profile, spending half an hour, right? So
Yeah.
it's your duty. Have a job ID with you, have a complete resume, and then send a message that I am targeting for this job ID. Can you help me with this referral? And this is my
Yeah.
latest resume. So this is one thing. And also LinkedIn comes up with a list of open jobs, right? So just go and apply there. I think majorly all the companies' vacancies are listed here. You need not to apply from their official website. So LinkedIn is sufficient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But do apply and also make connections because connections are really helpful in LinkedIn.